It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to Travel and Cruise Industry News on this, the 17th day of June, 2021. I'm coming to you from Central Virginia, right outside of Lynchburg. We do this every day, except Sunday, 11 a.m. We do Travel and Cruise Industry News. Now, a little bit of a special this morning. Yesterday, some of you know that I posted a YouTube short on the Viking Orion sailing from Hamilton, Bermuda. And our friend Tom Henry sent me a message. He says, "You know, we have a friend on that ship." I said, "No, I didn't know that." He said, "Yeah." He says, "Wes from over at Traveling with Bruce is on that." And I said, "Wow, I'd like to see if I can get a little quickie interview with him from on board the Orion." So Tom says, "Well, he's on Facebook." Wes, I said, "That's great." So I sent him a message. I think Tom probably paved the way a little for me too. And sure enough, this morning I got to chat a bit with Wes Morrison from on board the Viking Orion. And I'll bring that to you right now, and then we'll get to the lead story for today. Good morning and welcome to Chillie Chats. My guest today is Wes Morrison. He's on board the Viking Orion. Wes, welcome to Chillie Chats.
Well, thank you for having me.
I've never sailed on a Viking ship, but I have to ask you, with all the problems rebounding from the pandemic, did Viking get it right?
I think they have. They've gone above and beyond. They have, first of all, we have to wear this tracker because that's going to contact tracing. If we're near any passenger that's got it, they'll be able to diagnose that. And then each morning we have a saliva test that we have to do. They check that. They have a lab on board. They check that. One time a day, we have a screen we look at that checks our temperature.
Okay. What did you fly into where did you fly into to get on the Orion?
Hamilton, Bermuda, and that was a little problem, but that was more with the Bermudan government.
Okay.
Because before we left, we were required to do a PCR test. We did that in New Braunfels, where I live, and then we emailed that to the Bermudan government. First, we had to wait for the results to come back. And then when the results came back, we emailed that to Bermudan government, and then they sent a form that had all the information. We had to answer all these questions and validate, and we had a negative test. And then when we entered the country, it was like line after line that we had to go through. Luckily, my wife uses a walker, so we got to go through a lot of that stuff really quick. But we had to do a PCR test while we were in Bermuda. Once we got on the ship, then we had to stay on the ship until Bermudan government came back and said we were negative. Then when they were negative, the nice thing about it, we can roam around the island as if we were, can go on excursions, but without going on excursions. We could walk around the island by ourselves.
Awesome. How's the food? I'm a big fat guy, and that's always important to me.
Me too. I'm on the seafood diet. If I see food, I eat it. But food is awesome. It's really first rate. I really think we had done one cruise previously on the Viking Sea. That was about 3 or 4 years ago, and I didn't think it was quite up to the river standards because we love the rivers. And this one, I think they really got it right. Food is good. The attentive is the service is awesome because there's only probably about 300 and some odd people on ship, and this ship can hold like 900.
Yeah. All right. So you say your wife uses a walker. how's the accessibility on the ship overall? That's obviously something very important
With
to me
the walker,
too.
it's great. Yeah, with the walker, it's awesome. There's no, scooters aren't allowed, but last night we went down to eat, and the ship was so unsteady, she used her walker then. But because it's a smaller ship, she really uses it when she goes on shore excursions, because you don't really have to walk that far.
Okay. And you're on a 7-day from Hamilton back into Hamilton?
It's called the Bermuda, I think Bermuda Explorer. I'd have to look up the name, but it's a 7-day cruise around Bermuda.
Okay. Very good. Wes, I thank you for being with me. That's exactly what I needed. Have a great cruise.
Awesome. I feel honored.
Thanks, Wes. Okay, let's see if I got my audio back. Thank you, Wes. I do appreciate that. And for those of you that might have come in on the end of that, I'll put that up as a video probably sometime this afternoon. I'll get that posted. Anyway, it was nice to have a special guest today. So I thank Wes Morrison from on board the Viking Orion. Our main story today is the name revealed for the next Royal Caribbean ship. To discover the name revealed for the next ship, we head over to Meyer Turku in Finland, where the first steel has been cut for a new class of Royal Caribbean cruise ship, the Icon class. The first piece of steel was cut at the shipyard, which officially marks the start of physical construction. The cruise line announced that the initial vessel of 3 on the and that have been ordered will be named Icon of the Seas. Icon of the Seas will be the first liquefied natural gas powered cruise ship constructed at Meyer Turku, with its debut scheduled in fall of 2023. 2 more ships are set to follow in the second quarters of 25 and 26, respectively. This is, of course, the same facility that built the Allure of the Seas and Oasis of the Seas and lots of other ships. But it's a mainstay in the Royal Caribbean construction world. As well as being powered by the cleanest burning fuel currently available, Icon of the Seas will feature additionally environmentally friendly features, including shore power connection. It will also use fuel cell technology to produce electricity and fresh water. The line says these advances will boost energy efficiency and reduce the ship's carbon footprint. And Michael Bailey, who's president and CEO of Royal Caribbean, said, "We made our commitment to making clean power at sea a reality and soon the norm. When Icon class first announced in 2016, we're excited to see the construction underway on what will truly be a ship unlike any other. The decades of work in ocean conservation, energy efficiency, and continuous improvement will be evident all through Icon. We look forward to revealing more of the game-changing features our guests and crew have in store as she begins to take shape." So that's one for your bucket list, folks. Icon of the Sea. It'll be out in 23, and then it'll have 2 sisters out in 24 and 25. So I don't know, 25 and 26. I'm sorry, but the Icon of the Seas will be scheduled to debut fall of 2023. So, all right, that's the news for today. Let's go over and see who's in the chat room. First, I do need to thank Gretchen for the nice donation. I came in yesterday, and I didn't see it while I was on the air. So, as always, Gretchen, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wes was with us. Wes, of course, being on a cruise ship, you never know about the signals you get. It can come and go. It can be spotty at times. So you kind of jam as much as you can in a short period of time when you got a signal. So welcome, Wes. Glad you stopped by too. Amy's with us, and Gretchen, of course. Amy, I wish I was on a cruise now. Yeah, there's Wes. Amy's, so do I. I wish I knew for sure that I could go on a cruise again. We're just going to have to wait and see on that one. Unfortunately, they say I can, but until I can get a handle on the oxygen, that's the main problem. Where's Tom and Nikki? Richard wants to know. I don't know. Tom's never. He's always here. Nikki's here. She just popped in. Oh, she and Roger are on the road, so they're listening on the road. So we'll entertain them for a few minutes at least. So anyway, folks, that's going to wrap me up for today. Again, I thank Wes for joining me for a Chillie chat this morning from on board the Viking Orion. Mark down the icon of the sea on your bucket list for next year. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow. So for now, this is Chillie, the old fat travel guy. Later, y'all.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.